Hello, viewers. My name is Fru Michele. I'm your midwife. Welcome to Dr. David Reproductive Health Channel. Today, we'll be discussing a very important and a very sensitive topic, that is pornography. Now, pornography is widely accessible. You can have it on the internet, you can use smartphones, laptops, and you get access to pornography. But the question about pornography is it healthy? Now, let's rush down. We are going to discuss the benefits and the cons, the pros and the cons about pornography. So, the very first point, we're first going to define what pornography is. What is pornography? Pornography is a graphical display of sexually explicit information. And I mean sexually explicit, I mean you can see real life or clearly explained images concerning sexual activities. Yes, so that is actually what pornography is. It can be displayed in form of pictures, in form of videos and animes. Yes, you can even have it on magazines. And the intended purpose of pornography is to make sexual or to bring about sexual arousal. Yes, to stimulate you sexually. Now, the benefit of pornography. Let's go down into the benefit of pornography. I'm sure when I say benefits, it's sounding awkward because uh, most of us are morally inclined people and we see pornography as, we quote. Now, the very first point under benefits, science has proven that uh, pornography serves as sexual education. Now, you'll bear with me that in our African setting, especially, parents will rarely have time to discuss sexual issues with their young one or with their children. Yes, so pornography serves as a means of educating them about what sexual activities is all about. So that is one of the benefits of pornography. Now, the second point under pornography, studies have shown that pornography is related to limited or a short period of relief from stress and it ensures relaxation. Now, when you watch pornography and you're sexually aroused, some people masturbate. That process causes them to relax. They relax their nerves. When you're sexually aroused, the brain releases the feel good hormone, which is oxytocin. And this oxytocin helps, like I said, the feel good hormone, it helps relax the mind. But this effect is temporal. You should note the effect is temporal. So that is one of the benefits of pornography, mood relief and relaxation. Now, the third point under the benefits or the pros of pornography is that it helps to regulate sexual dysfunction. People consume pornography in moderate quantities or watch it in moderated manner. They tend to have a stabilization in their sexual activities, especially those who have suffered from sexual dysfunction. Okay, so let's leave that for the benefit of pornography. Let's go down straight to the cons. Now, the risks associated with pornography. The very first one is addiction. We all know addiction is a very bad thing. If you tend to watch pornography, you realize that you suddenly begin to get addicted because the effect, the mood relief, the relaxation that comes from watching pornography and masturbating is not long lasting. So you have to redo the process often and often to have that feeling. And as you continue doing it often and often, it leads to addiction. And now, when you're addicted to pornography, what happens? You may end up having issues with your sexual life. You may end up having issues with work. You may end up having issues with your personal life. Okay? Yes. So addiction is not good. Addiction is very poor, especially with your relationships, that is your sexual life, with work, and your personal life. Now imagine you're at work and you're addicted to pornography. you want to masturbate, probably, let's say, you want to masturbate for or while at work. So you have to take breaks even when it's not yet break hour. Okay, that is bringing some difficulties in organizing your work. And in your sexual life with your relationships, when you're addicted to pornography, you may tend to expect more. Okay, this is the second point, the second risk associated with pornography. You have some expectations which are not being met by your partner. And the reason is simple. You've watched videos, for example, you've read magazines, you've seen pictures, and you're expecting a lot from your partner. Probably your partner does not watch pornography. So, what is going to happen? You're going to be having unrealistic expectation, and that's going to result in what? Dissatisfaction in your relationships and in your sexual life. Okay. Now, the third point is desensitization. People who become addicted or who consume pornography in excess tend to become desensitized when it comes to their physical intimacy. They no longer get aroused when stimulated by their partners because they have been used to the arousal. Okay, they have been used to the stimulation. Yes, they get addicted and it causes desensitization at the level of their intimacy in their relationships. And the last point, which I'm going to list under the risk associated with pornography, is anxiety and guilt. You know, in our society, we are we have a lot of morally upright people, and they see watching pornography as, should I say, a sin, yeah, or morally unright. So when you consume pornographic products, you may feel anxious, you may feel guilty, you may feel sinful because you're consuming pornographic products. So that is one of the risks associated. And this anxiety and guilt that is associated with consuming pornographic uh, products has a negative effect on your daily life and activities. So now let's look at the health perspective. The health perspective of pornography. We'll say you should consume pornography generally in moderation. Consuming pornography should be in moderation, okay? And you should understand that pornography is a fantasy, it's not realistic. It's not everything you read on the newspapers, on the magazines, sorry. It's not everything you read on the magazines, the animated videos and pictures you see, you're expecting them to be in real life. Okay, pornography is a fantasy, so do not expect much in reality when it comes to this topic. And lastly, if you feel you're getting addicted, you're unable to control the urge to consume the product, you should get medical help. You should get medical help. It is very important. So to conclude today's video, we are going to say pornography should be consumed in moderation, but you should know that the effects of consuming pornography in excess will weigh a lot on your social life and your physical well-being. Thank you for coming to the end of this video. If you have any comments, you drop them in the comment section. We'll be there to respond. And thank you. Have a nice day.